Traditional project management approach. Traditional project management, often referred to as waterfall project management, is a linear and sequential approach to managing projects. It emphasizes thorough planning and structured execution, where each phase of the project must be completed before moving on to the next. What are the key characteristics of the traditional project management approach? Sequential phases. The project is divided into distinct phases: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closure. Defined scope. The project's scope is clearly defined at the outset, with detailed documentation outlining the objectives and deliverables. Rigorous planning. Extensive planning is required before execution begins. This includes timelines, resource allocation, and budgeting. Change control. Any changes to the project's scope must go through a formal change control process, which can be time-consuming. Documentation. Emphasis on comprehensive documentation throughout the project lifecycle to ensure clarity and accountability. What are the most common applications? Construction projects, due to the need for strict adherence to timelines and budgets. Software development, particularly for projects with well-defined requirements and where changes are minimal. Manufacturing, for projects where processes are standardized and predictable. Event planning, where clear timelines and deliverables are crucial.
What are the pros of this approach? Clarity and structure provides a clear roadmap for project execution, making it easier to manage tasks and timelines. Predictability, easier to estimate cost and resources since everything is planned up front. Accountability, defined roles and responsibilities lead to clear accountability among team members. What are the cons? Inflexibility. Difficult to accommodate changes once the project is underway, which can lead to issues if requirements evolve. Assumes predictability. Works best in projects with well-defined scopes, less effective in dynamic environments. Longer timeframes. Can extend project timelines due to the extensive planning and documentation phases.
What is the recommended implementation strategy? First, define objectives. Clearly outline the project goals and objectives at the beginning. Then, develop a detailed plan. Create a comprehensive project plan that includes timelines, resources, and budgets. Next, establish a team. Form a dedicated team with clear roles and responsibilities. Then, use project management tools. Utilize software tools for planning, scheduling, and tracking progress. Next, perform regular monitoring. Implement a regular monitoring process to track progress against the project plan and make necessary adjustments. Finally, perform formal closure. Ensure a systematic closure phase that includes final documentation, performance evaluation, and lessons learned.
Here are a few best practices: thorough documentation. Maintain meticulous records throughout the project to facilitate communication and accountability. Stakeholder engagement. Involve stakeholders regularly to gather feedback and ensure alignment with their expectations. Risk management. Identify potential risks early and develop mitigation strategies to address them. Quality control. Incorporate quality checks at each phase to ensure deliverables meet the required standards.
By following these guidelines, organizations can effectively implement the traditional project management approach, leveraging its structured nature while being mindful of its limitations.